Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a homepage teardown of this company, this website's homepage, and I wrote this homepage. So their services mainly are within the domain of IT and most importantly, resource augmentation within that domain. They're providing educated and well experienced resource that can provide web development and app development relevant services to different companies. Before we take a look at this website and go through this teardown, this review, let me show you through Wayback Machine what this homepage looked like before they hired me. So if you take a look at this hero section, you can see that there is one simple headline, there is no subheadline, and there is this one CTA button, right? So the headline is basically tell what it is kind of headline, and there is no problem with that, except when you are in a very saturated field where competition is smothering, you have to come up with a more intelligent headline that should have your key differentiator or value proposition, whatever you want to call it. This was recommended by Eugene Schwartz as well. So you can just go and Google, IT resource segmentation, the exact same words I used, IT resource augmentation, and you can see, how tough is the competition in this field. So this headline was not sufficient. There is no subheadline at all, which is simply not justifiable. And the CTA button, there is only one button. At this point in your your target audience's journey, you can have more than one CTA button. Actually, you should have, because you need to give them options to not only discover what you can do, but buy from you then and there if they want to. This button just shows them Softoo's testimonial, so it's not good, wasn't enough. Now, when you come here, you see a lot of white space, and I don't understand the reason of that. Didn't understand the reason of that. Then I don't get it now. You can see here the same thing. They have some social proof to show off. That's why they have some portfolio to show off here, but they didn't, sort of line them up here, which is something that I cannot understand. They had their own reasoning behind that, which which you might not agree with, but that's the reason why they didn't line everything up here. But they decided to show the social proof way down when you scroll down to the bottom of this page. So this was a one-page website, and now what you see is that they have different pages. So when you scroll down, you see their about section. It was design-wise, it doesn't look very appealing. Copy-wise, it's also not that appealing. There is some repetition as well. They talk of their expertise here, enterprise-grade solutions, web and mobile applications, e-commerce platforms, and then you scroll down, you see their expertise here. The same enterprise-grade solutions, web and mobile applications, e-commerce platforms. The part that I like basically, and I kept that as it is while I was writing and wireframing copy for them. It was basically this part. You see, what they're telling you is what are the services that they offer to their clients, enterprise application, mobile application, custom solution, UI, UX, and then they go even deeper and then they tell you their engagement models. So basically, they have three engagement models or the ways how they can offer their services to you. Fixed term engagement, as the name suggests, is a fixed term project that you would outsource to them. Extended teams is that you ask Softoo to hire a team on your behalf. You would pay for that team. The team would either work from their homes or from team members work from their homes, or they would work from Softoo's facilities. So the third model is partnership or collaboration. You have a big idea, you think that you have the idea, and the things other than that take to realize that idea, but you don't have the technical expertise. You can partner with Softoo, and you can work with them. And then there's other detail like our team, our partners, the footer. Let's go to the website that I wrote. And the first thing, again, because they had their say about how they wanted to do certain things, and I couldn't interfere with that, or my clients definitely. And the first thing was to have 5 slides here. This full width slider, it has 5 slides, and all these slides are about different services. I have taken some images because there is some technical glitch. Doesn't matter whether you hover on this button or on these CTAs or the text, this thing, as you can see, it just keeps moving on, right? So I just took some snapshots here, some screenshots here. This is the first one, and although I was forced to do it their way, I, decided to add my own touch to the whole thing. So how I did it is that the first slider that that you get to read when you open their website is this one, and this is their their key value proposition. No strings attached, highly skilled IT resources only a click away. And then there is a sub headline. You can call it two of them. Doesn't matter. There are two sub headlines. Both of them are question based, and there was a reason behind that. Now, I've been reading stuff from A-list copywriters, and I've been reading copywriting books, and I got to know something that they use, and that's whatever you call it. They use a punchline that is I mean they use that in a question format. The purpose behind that thing is to basically capitalize on a basic human irregularity, psychological irregularity, and what that is, when you ask someone a question, they sort of feel morally obligated to answer that question. So I use the same thing, and I ask two basic questions that they address two basic, pains of the target audience. What if you don't have to do anything, and Softoo, hires highly skilled IT experts for you? What if Softoo monitor the resource deliverance, and you just enjoy a job well done? So basically, we touched their two of their main, work models, and we sort of talked about the main pains that their target audience is aware of. The second slider is, I mean, all of the sliders after this main one, they are about their four main areas of service. So the first one is passionate e-commerce platform expert. Same thing here, a question type subheadline. Web solutions experts, cloud solutions development, DevOps experts, and native and hybrid mobile solutions experts. So basically, uh, through this slider, this big header, what we have achieved is that we have not only told them what we can do, but we have also explained how we can do that, and whom we can do what we are, what we are able to do. The software basically explains everything to the target audience at the first slide. You go through these sliders and you get to read them. I definitely objected to this model having this many sliders because as a conversion copywriter, you have to think like your target audience would think. And as a web user, a web surfer, I don't recall any instance when I click this button to read all the slides. So anyhow, then we go to this next part, the first messaging copy. Softoo is a recruitment resource augmentation agency specialized in finding and supervising AI, ML, data science, and IT related experts. So specialized is this word sort of highlights our specialty in this field. I mean, my client's specialty in this field, unique value proposition, and then we are telling them what we can do. And when we tell them what we can do, AI, ML, data science, IT, we also tell them who this service is for. This is what this part is. Who is it for? What you can do, and why you're so good at this? Why they should bother hiring? And then we expand on that detail in this part. Skilled, specialized, and scrutinized resource pool. The reason why you should prefer our resource augmentation services over others is that each and every member of our team has served IT and relevant sectors for many years. So basically, if you've been reading books on sales pages, particularly in sales copywriting, generally, you must be aware of technique, and that is one of the three, stories that you develop while you're writing sales copy. So, what that story is, one of the three most important stories, that is been there, done that story. I have been through the pain that you're feeling now. I have faced the challenges that you face now. I found a solution, and I was so good at that that I started offering that solution to others. That's what this section is all about. And now we're going broader and deeper. So we tell them further that what are the main areas we can help them with: cloud, e-commerce, web apps. Join our diverse group of innovators working to solve industries and organizations' most challenging problems together. And then there is this crosshead. This is sort of a play on that verse from Bible, I think. God works in mysterious ways. Uh, we work in flexible ways. We want to tell them that although we are offering very top-notch services, we are flexible in ways of doing that, and you can, sort of use our fluid services in whatever form you want to use them. So they are fluid, they are flexible. You can, use them the way you want. You want a resource that will blend well with your team. You want a finished project, or you're looking for partnership and collaboration. Our flexibility allows us to do it the way you want it. This is again a major benefit that I have emphasized. Then the models, and I have already talked about them. I just did something simple, that I simplified the definition of these models and I added some benefits which were missing here. So for example, if you read the extended teams model, if you have a great idea and a capital to make the dream come true, software can take care of the technical side of that matter. Let us unite to save great ideas from dying. So we're talking about their pain, we're showing them the benefit, and it's a sort of, when you talk like this way, let us just do this, let us do that, let us unite to save great ideas. It shows some sort of integrity between you and your target audience. And then we go even deeper and broader, for whom we are. And we talk about for whom we are: startups and e-commerce platforms and other certain bodies and platforms. And then we tell what we can do: product management, training, resource extension, new product development, ongoing projects, blah blah blah. After this, we can see this little detail about life at Softoo. Then we go to our partners. And other main criticism that I have is that they should have shown this detail right after the header, because that is the time when your lead is the most, reluctant. They are skeptical of your claims. So meet the team part. Then there are some digits. I'm a big fan of digits because they exude authenticity and authority. And then they talk about clients. These are some big clients. As you can see, these companies, some of them are very well known. For example, Telenor. So this detail should have been right after the header. And my other big criticism is that they didn't have, actually, they don't have any testimonial. They just have logos and companies to show off. So if they had any testimonials, I could add them to the homepage, which they didn't have at that particular point. So now, if we look at this copy and we apply certain tests that I have learned of recently from a few friends, for example, Alex Nepper-Holland from UK, a fellow copywriter, a SaaS copywriter. So one of those tests is to see if your headlines say it all, headlines and subheadlines and crossheads. The test is to remove all the text, the accompanying text, and you read just the headlines and you see if they say it all, or you still need this text to define what you are trying to say. So let's ignore the text and read the headlines. We start with this: most strings attached, highly skilled IT resources only a click away. Yes, it says it all. Software is a recruitment resource augmentation agency specialized in blah blah blah. It says it all. Skilled specialized in scrutinized resource pool. It says it all. Then cloud, e-commerce, web apps, says it all. And then we have uh, the engagement models, and all three of them say it all. Same goes with copy here. Another thing to check is that whether your headlines are focused on technical and difficult to understand features, or these headlines, subheads, and crossheads, they talk of major benefits and value. So we can apply that check as well. This is talking about benefits, supervising and providing and finding this sort of expertise and talent. Skill specialized scrutinized resource pool, it's a benefit. I explained that technically in the text, but headline is a benefit. So that's it for now. If you like this teardown of copy that I wrote myself, you can let me know of that. I would definitely appreciate that. Like, sub, and share if you like my content. And most importantly, if you want me to review your web copy or write that for you, you can contact me at the email address that is mentioned in the detail that you can find right underneath this video. Thank you very much for your time.